recording because it's really important for you to understand a few things that you need to quickly check. When your students have turned in an exam, especially exams where you can see that they've turned it in late, just a few things to check. When you open the exam up, you can go and look at the history of this exam to see how the student worked. I'm very concerned about the fact that there are these PDF documents that have been attached by the students. They should rather paste these documents in their Google Doc, but it's fine, we'll work on that next year. When you look at the Google Doc itself, you open up this down arrow next to the screen, and you'll see that it's going to open up a last edit. It says last time edit was made was 2 days ago. This gives me the history of this document. Now, when I look at the history of this document, this is what I'm worried about. Aisha Omar Khalfan received his exam at 8:02 a.m. It was on time, but what worries me is the fact that Aisha did not even open this exam. This exam was delivered to the inbox when it's highlighted green like this the very first time. This means it was delivered, it was never opened. How did this student manage to get the questions so he could answer this exam paper? We all know how. So these are things that we need to look at. Let's go to another student. Let's find maybe one. Let's see if this one was a bit more honest. Again, 10:16 a.m. That's very, very late. Worrying because it's way over the time. Let's go to the document. Go to the history. Last edit. You can see Mr. Munzer already graded this. Now, the reason I like this one is because you can see how to understand the history. The very first time that it's delivered to the inbox, this is what it would look like. It highlights the whole document in green, which indicates the time that the document was delivered to the student. Then, if you go and look at this little black arrow on the left, it's a drop-down box. If we drop this down, this is the meaning of it. At 8:02 a.m., that is when Alia Murad opened this exam paper. Then from 8:02 a.m., the student consistently sat working and doing things. Every time the student does something on the exam, it records it. And it records what that student did. So I can see that this student posted this image at 8:23, because it's highlighted in green, into this document. So I can see this student consistently worked on this document, and then at 10:16 a.m., this is when the student stopped working on the document. So I can even go back to 10 a.m. and say I'm only going to grade everything that's here, because 10:16 a.m. is very late. This student should have been with me on Zoom and explained. Maybe the student was struggling to upload the documents, but that's the purpose of the Zoom meeting. I would like you to all check your histories of your students, especially students that you suspect are cheating, because those are students who did not even open up their exam. They simply received the answers and they upload the answers for you to the Google Classroom. So let me just go see if I can find another student, and let's go into this student's document. Let's see what this history looks like. And from this student's history, I can see 8:02 a.m. student received the document. Then I can see at 8:03, that's when the student opened it. This is when the student opens it, so that's when she typed her name in. See the green highlight, 8:03, 8:02, delivered. Everything's highlighted in green. Student opens the document and starts working. It records the time. and then it will consistently record the time. So this student had the document open and then typed her name in and obviously worked on a piece of paper. And then you can see if we take the next drop-down box, this student started uploading her exam images at 9:29. So she worked for a half an hour, not sorry, for an hour. She sat working on her exam. It's more than an hour, it's an hour and a half. Sat working on her exam. So at 9:28 a.m., that is when Aisha started uploading images into this exam. So it records everything that the student does, even if a student deletes something. So please use this. This is why we are using Google Docs. Use this to authenticate the exams of your students. Thank you very much.